This is just a quick look at my Spyderco Stretch 2 in ZDP-189, and I've been carrying this now for, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, month and a half, something like that. Giving it a good run. Really like the knife. Some of the things I like about it are the fact that it's got a closed back on it and a conventional lock back. This one has got the G10 scales on it and stainless steel liners, so it's a pretty, stout knife. The steel itself is actually really good. I've got another knife in it. It's a Cali 3, slightly different in that it's laminated with 420J2, so it's got that soft stainless outer layer that's quite prone to scratching. I remember reading a long time ago on the forums that the laminated steel might have been run a little bit harder, which would make sense given that it's got a softer, more flexible, shock resistant steel laminated to the outside, so they could probably run it a bit harder without having the same tendency for it to snap and be brittle. I mean, this steel is probably 64.5, 65 Rockwell, so it's hard. Haven't sharpened it yet. Still got the factory edge. I mean, it's still sharp. It's not, I mean, it is shaving sharp, but it's not, it's not far off from not being shaving sharp. I haven't, done anything to the blade as far as oiling it or, doing anything like that to care for it. It's hard to see in the camera here, but there's a little bit of a patina that's forming on it. I mean, I've cut tomatoes up, I've cut, all sorts of vegetables and different things with it, and use it just for, normal stuff. This knife, I think, was originally designed by Sal Glasser as his personal hunting knife, and it really is a good folder for that. It's got a good blade shape, drop point on it. I mean, I'm trying to do this while on camera, so I don't want to cut myself, but I mean, you can get your finger right up over the top there, no problem. Yeah, overall, I really like this knife. I've got a couple of them. I've got another one in ZDP or ZDP 189, and then I've got one in Hitachi Super Blue, and that was my first stretch, and used that one quite a bit. Knot steel's a really good steel. I really like it as well. It takes a really fine edge and gets scary sharp. This stuff here, from the factory, it's sharp, not overly aggressive, but fairly aggressive as far as its cutting performance. My Cali 3, I put a 8,000 grit edge on it with water stones, and that thing is crazy. Like, it's really impressive once you get it up to that kind of refinement. I will do that with this. It's not quite there yet, but yeah, no, I really like this knife. I think it gets overlooked a lot of times in their lineup. It's not heavy. I'm sure it's probably 4.5, 5 ounces. I don't have the specs right in front of me, but it's a great little knife. I've got a whole bunch of knives that I've got to do reviews on. I just have not had time to do them. I've got just a quick sneak peek of this. This is the Lon Humphrey monitor, and it's a beautiful knife, but I need to do a proper review on it and give it the time it deserves. But for now, let's take a quick look at this. And yeah, because it has been in my pocket and it's been seeing daily use. And just another little teaser. Picked up one of these. This is the Formax Scout. I've got the US Formax, and I've used that pretty much exclusively as my carry knife every day, along with one of my fixed blades. I tend to usually have my tarpon on my belt, and yeah, that Formax Scout there, that's a good value for sure, compared to the price you pay for the Italian or the US made 4-max. But anyways, yeah, quick look at the Stretch 2 and ZDP-189 or ZDP-189, however you like to say it. Really a good little knife.